Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Olu province of Biafra land, and today is the 12th day of December 2023. Therefore, without taking any much time, because we know, I will hand over the microphone to Mazi Chinasa, Nworu, a member of the DOS, and our GOC, General Officer Commanding. Therefore, lend me your ears and listen to an address by Mazi Chinasa Nworu in the capacity of a member of the DOS and our GOS on this day being the 3rd anniversary of our Eastern Security Network. Also, he will give an address on issues that we should know about our leaders, upcoming case, and other things that we should know concerning the way forward. Therefore, I hand over the microphone to Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Mazi, please, can you hear me? Indicate.
Yes, Mazi, I can hear you.
Over to you.
Okay. Mazi Chinedu, good evening, Biafrans, all members of IPOB family worldwide, the IPOB leadership. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. My name is Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Mazi Chinasa Nworu is a member of the Directorate of State of the Indigenous People of Biafra, and I come from Obingwa. Obingwa is in Aba province. Today, 12th December 2023, on behalf of the Eastern Security Network, I, Mazi Chinasa Nworu, present the 3rd anniversary speech for this global movement. Dear friends and all the lovers of freedom, join ESN and IPOB worldwide to celebrate the ESN 3rd anniversary on this day, 12th December 2023. Eastern Security Network is an indigenous security outfit founded by Mazi Kano, the Biafran leader, and the IPOB family worldwide. The purpose and mission of ESN is to protect Biafra land and the people of the southeastern region against the marauding Fulani herdsmen and Nigerian murderous security agents sponsored by the Nigerian government. Today, ESN brings you the message of hope, strength, and encouragement. We all know that ESN is a child of necessity, and the ESN have taken it upon themselves to defend our territories from the enemies, especially the Fulani herdsmen. From inception, ESN knows that the job to protect Biafra land won't be an easy one. And out of many encounters and difficult assignments, ESN operatives have gotten what it takes to get through this difficult voluntary service for Biafra land. Since the extraordinary rendition of Mazi Kano, ESN have faced challenges: sabotage, seizing of ESN funds in order to collapse the Eastern Security Network structure. But through the dedicated IPOB members and IPOB leadership support, the determination of men on ground, ESN remains indestructible till death. The IPOB leadership, the DOS, the IPOB media warriors have played a tremendous role in defending the operation and activities of ESN since its formation. They have breached all the loopholes that would have punished and derailed ESN operatives. IPOB worldwide and IPOB media warriors have projected ESN to a reputable security network around the world just after 3 years of establishment. The ESN heads of operation and command also breached the gap where the infiltrators and criminal elements used to tarnish the image of Mazi IPOB and the ESN worldwide. Also, the DOS have demonstrated heavily in keeping ESN going, both financial support, encouragement, and sincerely, the leadership of IPOB have demonstrated that it takes what it gets, that what it takes to get ESN and Biafra struggle going. ESN commands have no doubt in the mission of protecting Biafra land and must succeed in our pursuit for total freedom. Finally, let's make it very clear that Mazi must be released as ordered by the Nigerian Court of Appeal. Protection of Biafra land by the Eastern Security Network is non-negotiable. Biafra land must be restored. Biafra land must be protected. Thank you everyone for listening to this short speech from the ESN Operation Command. ESN Protect Biafra land. Thank you, Mazi Chinedu, for this giving me this opportunity for this short speech. Nworu Mazi.
Nworu Mazi. I don't know. We are in this struggle and towards the end of the year, and everybody is keen on 15th of December. That is the D-Day. Please, Mazi, continue towards what we should know about the 15th of December. Please go on, Mazi.
Thank you, Mazi Chinedu. Thank you so much. Biafrans and all the lovers of freedom worldwide, I will announce to you today that the lauded medical results for Mazi have been made open by the medical team and the legal teams that visited Mazi today, and everything, recommendations and other things that are needed are being suggested. For the fact that is his medical report, it is supposed to know the medical history or medical information about an individual supposed not to be made public. But come 15th December, we are expecting the Nigerian Supreme Court to give their ruling based on the appeal court judgment that Mazi must have been discharged and acquitted and must not be tried in any court of law. 15th December is just a couple of hours from now, and we want every one of us, all IPOB, principal officers, everybody must be very, very careful. If you are traveling to Abuja, please, you're supposed to get a signal from the leadership before any IPOB principal officer travels to Abuja, from the national coordinator to other known principal officers. Get a clearance from IPOB leadership before you go into Abuja on that particular date. But I want to make it very clear this evening, IPOB have moved on. The release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is something they must do. We are not going to usher any threat. We are not going to tell them, but this time around, our action will speak louder than anything we have said a couple of years back. I thank IPOB members worldwide, IPOB media. In these 2 years and 6 months, on 19th of December will be 2 years, 6 months Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was renditioned from Kenya. We have fought every battle. We have fought every battle with little or no resources. I can say that again and again and again. At the heat of this struggle, at the heat of this fight, those who were planted inside this movement, they seized the fund of this movement. Had it been IPOB did not build a strong media structure, we wouldn't have been able to fight off all that have happened around Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for the past 2 years and 6 months. Had it been we depended on people, we won't be here today. But I thank IPOB family members for remaining very, very consistent in our pursuit for freedom. IPOB media warriors, every one of you on 15th will be the last day we are expecting the Nigerian Supreme Court to give a judgment. But if it goes the other way around, that they fail to give a judgment, this time around, any doors for interaction, for discussion, will be totally shut. Sometimes I believe that for us to have peace, we must have a total confrontation. We must prepare ourselves that after 15th, that this struggle will go into a different level. We all knew that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did nothing. All he did is because he's fighting for the freedom of his people. But I thank Chukwu Kikadiama for giving him the strength, for giving him the brain. That IPOB was established, was rooted before the enemies laid their hands on him. And we know on 15th, if he comes out, he will make IPOB stronger than he left it. He will make IPOB more determined and more radical than he left it. What we have tried in these 2 years is to make sure that we bring the plight of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to the international community. We have done that. The world knows. We have kept his issues on the tables of diplomats, countries, international communities. His issues are there, and most of them are following up these subjects. But I want everybody to know, it is bigger. The release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is bigger than what many of you are thinking. There are many hands that doesn't want him to be released. There are many hands. Some of them are thinking, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released, all the conspiracy, how they planned against him and he was rendition, that he will come to face them face to face. Sometimes people thought that Kenya is no more on the table. I made a post today to draw the attention of our people, in case many have forgotten. People should always remember that William Ruto, the present Kenyan president, was part of those, the conspiracy theory, the part of the plan that rendition Mazi from Kenya. He played a very major role. And many other Igbo politicians, but we are not going to say these things on the air. We calm down. The day of reckoning is coming. And that day is after 15th of December, when they failed to release Mazi Nandekano. Mazi, I will stop here. It is not a subject to speak so much on.
Just as you said, yes, no need it, because as you said, actions will speak very loud than every other thing. But Mazi, I want you also to address Biafrans on what, if need be, if necessary, we are heading into a new year, and this period normally is a festive period, but I believe, how do you advise Biafrans? Because we should not be holding any festival. It is not our festive period, but generally, and the issue of criminality and insecurity in our land, please, and this oncoming year 2024, please, Mazi, join everything together. Go on, please.
Thank you, Mazi Chinedu. This is a very important issue to discuss, and I'm going to give it a little bit more time to talk to our people this festive period. Biafra and all the lovers of freedom, we are in the festive period. But as we are all returning back to our land, we have to be very, very careful. Criminality in Biafra land did not start today. But one thing, it looks like it's getting worse these days, because the Nigerian government, some politicians, are also sponsoring criminals whom they have been using to terrorize Biafra land, so that it can be attributed to ESN, IPOB, and Mazi Nandekano. But this evening, I want everybody, even though after this program I'm going to release this route, because these are from 2001, December 2001, 2002, there is an increase. Let me say, this is the third Christmas. After a careful study about where the most heinous crimes happen during the Christmas period, people that are coming back from Lagos, coming back from every part of Biafra land, crossing Anambra state, heading to other states. Number one, if you come out in total, if there is a need for you total in Ihiala, which is a junction where many people, many transporters are stopping in total, some will join other cars going to a different route. Every one of you, every traveler, every driver, if you are returning back home, make sure if you are coming at total, do not stop, do not waste time at total. You must continue to proceed. Do not stop in total to do anything, because in this total is where most of the criminals, we have brought this attention to people who are, sometimes we call people, we tell people, you see this particular place, this is what people are doing. Even those who have the total filling station, the total area, they know that this has become a junction where many criminals, they come there. That is where they kidnap people sometimes, or they give signals on who to kidnap. So by the time you stop in that place, you are wasting time. You become an easy target. That is where they followed people. That is where they target their victims. Now, These roads must be avoided. I want everybody, people should copy out these places and send it out to their loved ones in Lagos, in abroad, people that are returning back for Christmas. They must make sure the roads to be avoided within Nworu South local government and Ihiala local government of Anambra. These two local governments, you must avoid these routes I'm going to mention here. Reasons are, the Nigerian security operatives, they have also their gangs. Some of the APG members in Anambra, they are also part of these criminal syndicates. They know that these criminals are on that road. These were roads that the police and all these people were let me say, extorting and harassing people. Today, the criminals have taken over that particular route. You must avoid Nnewi Iseke road. If you are traveling from Nnewi South local government and Ihiala, you must avoid Nnewi Iseke road. You must avoid Osumo Mbosi road. You must avoid Asia Junction road to Osumo Junction. Avoid this route. Asia Junction road to Osumo Junction. Avoid this route. Iseke to Oblihishuzo. Oblihejiofo, not Oblihishuzo. Iseke to Oblihejiofo road. Iseke to Osumo road. Osumo to Osihitopa. Ihetenasa link road to Ekototo. You must avoid these roads that I just mentioned on this broadcast. After this broadcast, we will make this road, because this is where most of our people are falling victims. As they are coming back, some people will go those roads, they will take that road, and before you understand, they have been kidnapped. Because that is where, and the state government, the Imo state government knows these guys are there. The Anambra state government knows they are in those roads, but they won't do anything. They will all keep silent because some of the boys operating in those roads. And also, you must avoid Ihiala to Olu Ibubu road. Avoid these roads. Ihiala to Olu Ibubu. You should avoid this road. Also, another thing I have to say is this. If you are coming from Onitsha going to Ihiala or this thing, avoid, if you found yourself on a hold up, on a traffic, tell the driver to remain and maintain that traffic lane. You might be delayed on the traffic lane, but do not try to go for a shortcut. Because it's when most of you leaves the traffic, you want to take a shortcut, you will now run from shortcut, you start to go Appian ways. Before you understand, you will find those guys, they block the roads, keep certain things. You find yourself in the middle of these criminals. Remain on the highway. Do not go to say, oh, let's follow this shortcut. If we follow here, we will come out to this place. It is easier. Do not do that in this Christmas season. And even after the Christmas season, until all these criminals are being defeated in those areas. Most of these crimes that you are seeing, people from those communities are also part of the criminal syndicate. The communities, they know them. Avoid going this route. This route will be made available. We want you to share this route. Every Igbo group platforms, every group of our Igbo people returning back, they must avoid those routes. Because these are the routes, so that it is better that the criminals are coming out from it. Because sometimes you go and you run at their backyard. You think you are going, you don't know the criminals are all there. And the government, is the duty of the government to make sure that this on the Ihiala highway, These are roads that they have to build. It must be more motorable and less the traffic that is causing in those places. It looks like the government knows there is no need to fix those roads, allow people to go, because some of these boys are working for politicians also. They have connections working with police officers. A criminal syndicate is a criminal syndicate. Because there are people that is benefiting. Many are benefiting from the crime happening in those places. And because of this route, few days ago, we saw the news that broke down on the social media. The Chinese that were kidnapped. The Anambra state government cannot say they don't know. Imo state government and the police in Anambra cannot say they don't know. Did you hear them say anything? No, they did not say anything, because they are using it to blackmail IPOB. Because the Nigerian government went to China to blackmail IPOB, that IPOB does this, we are doing that, we do. They went to China, they blackmailed IPOB they said all kind of things against IPOB to China government. And at the end of the day, they now make sure these Chinese that were kidnapped in our place is to justify all the claims they have said against us. We got the information, and that is why the IPOB medias, they have to raise this topic up. Because if we keep silent, you find out that they are using it to, you don't know, many of you don't know what happens on the ground. The information we have is that these Chinese, they have some investment in Anambra. They have some investment in Anambra, and they came into Anambra to open their investment, and as they were traveling, they have another investment in Abia. As they were traveling, leaving Onitsha, heading to, they want to go to, report have it that, this is from the IPOB intelligence unit, report has it that the people around said there was a Chinese vehicle that was adopted. All of them were adopted from that vehicle, and they moved them. They said the people operating along that, it is because they shift from the highway. Information comes, and the people that adopted them took them. It is these boys operating in Osui Hitupa. They were the people that adopted them. They came out there, lead the operation, and moved them there. But I can tell you, officially from the IPOB leadership, IPOB intelligence officers, we cannot ascertain if those Chinese are still alive with all those our brothers that they kidnapped them together. You cannot tell me that a state government like Anambra State, you cannot tell me that a state government like Imo State do not know that Chinese expatriates, investors in their own state, were kidnapped. They cannot tell us that the Chinese government, they cannot tell us that the Chinese government have not contacted them. What are they saying? What are they doing? No, they are using it to blackmail IPOB. They are using it to blackmail Mazi. That is why they don't want to talk about it. And that is why we said, no, we will make it open. Let them know. This is what is happening. They are using it to blackmail, trying to blackmail IPOB around the world with all kind of things these criminals, my group, are committing in Biafra land. Fools are always fools. Criminals are always criminals. Forget about however they can. Criminals, they come in suit. They come in coiled head. And we have them all over. You see, just to kidnap a victim, you see what they can do. Just to kidnap somebody to get money. You see what they can do. They will kill people, innocent people, just to kidnap a victim. You saw what happened in Oba. Because you come to kidnap the owner of the hotel. You kill everybody there because you want to kidnap and go and ask for ransom. This is the kind of people who have come with the name to destroy the name of IPOB, to destroy the name of ESN, to tarnish the image of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I am giving this warning to every one of them. You know, one thing most of you don't understand is this. When they are beaten, you see them come on social media and start shouting, because their crimes, the crimes they are committing are taking their heads. You see them talking rubbish. Those that don't accept with what they are doing, they sold them. They will sell them. And when they sold them, they came out in the public and said, Chinasa, he did this. Sometimes, do I even know they exist? This is how they sold. I have said this thing. You see our brothers in Igbocha, our brothers in Biafra, because all of them did you see any one of them say anything about how many of them that they were rounded up in Igbocha? Did you see them make noise? They didn't say a word because they have sold those ones. Around, tell them, we know what happened to them in Igbocha, this criminal group. When we are shouting, people, have you ever seen that they entered and they surrounded up to 20-something men? So surrendered them, took them away. Those who are their leaders kept silent. They kept mute because they have sold them. And they have come again. Election is coming for Anambra. They have come again. I saw in the news in the Sahara Reporters today, they said they invaded ESN camp. They invaded ESN camp in Osumuwa. Biafrans, have we not made this thing clear since 2021? We are shouting it on Radio Biafra. ESN does not have any camp in Osumuwa. They knew. The Nigerian security operatives, they knew. The state government knew. Go and check many brokers. Go and check many write-ups. It is the criminal they call Ochiaga in Osumu. He is the one operating. Let me tell you, there are things people don't understand. In Osumu, many many of these guys, they were known for criminality even before the formation of ESN. Their communities know them. They knew them. Go to the community and ask about them. These boys that are operating, they were criminals before formation of ESN. And they have been terrorizing their communities. But people are using the police, they know. They have all this intelligence, but every day they come on Radio Biafra, on the newspaper pages of newspapers, say, IPOB did that, IPOB did this, IPOB do that. So, what I am saying this evening is this. We should know as we are traveling for this Christmas period. I have mentioned the places you must avoid. These routes, you must avoid these routes. You must avoid these routes. If you are going for Christmas, don't say this shortcut. Reference, make sure these messages goes to every Igbo man who will be traveling. If you are not traveling, send it to your family members. If those that are friends and well, we shall tell them as you are traveling, avoid these routes in Anambra and the Imo State. This is all we can do for you people for now. It is not that the ESN or the operative cannot take challenge, but it is a trap the government is putting there. They want us to come so that we double cross everybody. And we cannot because of those criminals, because in the communities, most of them, the community members, most of them are part of this criminal group. They are operating in their communities. These are the crimes they are committing. You find out that as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu court case is getting very close, you have seen what is happening. You have seen what is happening. We are not, any day we will start, we will take responsibility of anything we do. We cannot, because we are fighting for freedom, we take responsibilities of what we did not do, we cannot do. It has in no way contributing positively for the struggle for the restoration of Biafra. It is in no way contributing positively for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And we made this thing very clear. Most of you who 2 years ago, you were shouting, calling Chinasa Nworu name, Chikadozie name. You say you were doing something. Ask them. You are the people you claim you are doing something. The simple question you will ask all those people: have they released Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? That is a very simple question. All that thing you claim you are the one that is doing it, have they released Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? The answer is no. That is to show you that all you are talking is all rubbish. And I will make it very clear. The leadership of IPOB have taken a very bold step, diplomatically and otherwise. This is a fight to finish. We are thinking ahead of whatever they are thinking. We know they may try to hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but I urge every Biafran, it is time all of us are going to rise up. Most of you, I will say it very clear on Radio Biafra, most of you that abandoned this struggle because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was renditioned and is in detention, I consider you the greatest saboteur of our time. You are the people I consider as the greatest saboteur, betrayers of this movement. Most of you abandoned this struggle, claiming that you cannot do anything unless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out. You cannot support this struggle only when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You are a betrayer and you are a sabotage. All of us came to this struggle to restore Biafra. People may fall along the way, but the mission to restore Biafra must be our only target. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in detention. It is we. Whatever we are doing is what will help for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And we must continue to do the things we have to do. We must. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by next year will be 57 years. He is not getting younger. We that are in our hot age must make sure we did what we have to do. Do not think when he comes out, he go back to 2 years back, what we were doing 2 years back. He must cue in from where we have moved, where we are going. That is how a struggle is being fought. Some of you refuse to support this movement. You do not contribute any longer. You do not contribute any longer. You do not support ESN. You do not support things, anything that is doing, we are doing. Because you said you are waiting when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out. That is the only time you have. You are a betrayer and you are a saboteur. I consider you that. And the most of you that I knew that have opened their mouth and said this thing, I will never forgive any one of you. All of you that I know many of you who have used that statement. Even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out tomorrow, I will tell him, you see this person, those I have recognized, you see this person, I will never trust him, I will never do anything with him in this struggle. It doesn't matter. Most of you that have held bent, you don't want to take any instruction from Mazi Chikedozie, you don't want to take any instruction from the DOS, you want to behave. It is a matter of time. We are in a war front. It's people you don't know. Onyo Bolakwara. Asapala no we onye mere ya. Therefore, Biafrans, in this month of December, for us, we have no joy. That's why we're giving you these tips on how you are going to, for those of you traveling. There is no Christmas for the indigenous people of Biafra. We are not celebrating for anything. Everybody have that one in your mind. Anything you do is on your personal level. Our struggle has no break, no celebration. And we don't have time for those things because we are in a critical stage. We must know that the Nigerian government on a daily basis plans how to destroy this movement. And they plan how to exterminate the top leaders of this movement. They spend money, but they are tired. And they continue to be tired. The Biafra struggle, I am very happy that men have risen. When you cut us down, we will germinate more than you can even imagine. Mazi, I will stop here in case there is any other word you have for me. This will be one of our shortest programs this period.
Mazi, I want you also to talk about our resolution on the way forward for this Biafra restoration. You know, in a nutshell, because even owing to, let me bring this also, owing to our barrister Ejiofor, we all have what he said. What I want to bring out here about the scam that people are using. Some people that are, some people believe, people that are inside are using in order to scam IPOB, scam Mazi Nambikano on bail. Mazi, I don't know whether you have anything to touch on this before we go to the the last point, please, because it is highly horrible. How can people that are inside, they collaborate and form fake documents or bail bond that this group of people, they need a so amount of money to pay them, and that is what they will take to Mazi Nambikano immediately, just for money. Mazi, please, sometimes people need to hear and hear more. Mazi, please, if you want to say something about this, please go on.
Mazi, thank you so much. Mazi, you know one thing, let me make this thing very clear. Because there is a noise coming at the background. I don't know what's the problem. Like a cracking. Are you on headphone? Okay, it's coming out. It's coming out then. Okay. Mazi, I want to make something very clear. In IPOB, I have members of the DOS which I know, apart from the person in charge of finance. We don't know how IPOB fund is being handled. We don't get involved. What we know is do you understand me? Even till now, Chinasa Nworu don't get involved. It's only if there is something on any assignment I'm given, I will request the fund. That is how IPOB is being run. And I've been working like this also with Mazi Nambikano before his rendition. And I maintain anything that is needed, I will inform the HOD. If we don't have money, they will look for money or anything we can do to be able to solve the problem. And we have done magistically well in making sure that most of these issues are being handled. Now, I used to say these things. There are people that came into this struggle. It's all about money. It's all about money. There are people that came into this struggle 2 years ago. They should go and ask people like Bright Chinasa, Chidebere Omudiwe, even though you know them, even though this struggle you see, somebody like Chinasa Nworu, I invested heavily For people to see IPOB today, there were people that invested money, they never make noise. Go and ask them. We spend our money to bring IPOB. Sometimes we might not have built skyscraper at the age when we are hot. Because of 10 years now, you know what you have put in IPOB. People cannot testify. Onyendu himself cannot testify. You know, that is why I look at them. At the time Onyendu was rendition, people start talking nonsense. We haven't managed IPOB money. We don't know where their money is. Me, Chinasa, Nworu, I still pay monthly dues till today, till tomorrow. Upon I am at the leadership of IPOB, I pay my dues. You can ask the people, have I come to you and ask you money if Mazi doesn't did not authorize it? No, he must authorize. That is the structure. But people have taken this struggle, tarnish the image, and I can tell you the people that are doing this thing are mainly in Biafra land. I'm telling you the fact. And you cannot talk about these things without mentioning the family, the siblings of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. With order, you do see some of this Ohanese group, all these small people you see, all these people, all this that dragging Ohanese, this thing. Some of them, you see all of them, they are using the name of IPOB to scam people. We are doing this, and we talk to them, and we do this, and we do that. They take money. That is what most of them are feeding for the past 2 years and now, or more than 2 years, and most of them, they are feeding on the predicament of Mazi for the past 2 years and now, or more than 2 years, and most of them, they are feeding on the predicament state. And why the press release was making waves, people, because Fulani people killed that place. Somebody called one of our principal officer and told him, and because we mentioned his name in our press release, and what we said is something that is real. He told him, why should you people be talking about me every time? After all, I'm giving people money. I'm giving you people money every month to be able to be. We say, who are you giving money? Who? He said, every month I am giving money for legal to make sure that they support the legal. Say, who? Mazi. And he mentioned the names of the people. And I can tell you, I sent message to our leader. I said, are you aware of this kind of thing? He said he's not aware. We know. Mazi, there are numerous things, people. You know one thing I believe, I cannot, because of money, allow this struggle to derail. Because I have one thing in mind. How much are you stealing from IPOB? Let's assume we are an institution. You make money, 1 million, 2 million from people in the name of IPOB. It's not our problem. You are going to bear the consequences. You are bringing cost to your family. You are bringing cost to yourself. Are you telling me now that IPOB leadership, we must derail because somebody took 2 million naira from somebody in the name of IPOB, took 5 million naira in the name of IPOB. You are not even an IPOB member. You are using the IPOB name to collect money from people. Are you telling me I must leave the struggle and start pursuing whoever that took 2 million or 3 million? No. And we have their record. Most times, do you know the problem? Most of them that took this money, they don't know that those that give them the money also have the video evidence of the money they gave them. Sometimes the people ask. Some of them, they took the money also from them. Some of them also, the DSS have the video evidence. All these things they use to damage the name of IPOB. I'm telling you. But one thing I believe is that we are the leadership of IPOB for now. The most important thing is to keep information that the one that's supposed to go to the public will go. The one that will not go to the public will not go. The one we will say, okay, let it be. It will be. We are not obliged, or we are not being mandated that everything we know that we must say it to the public. No. Because we need to protect this movement. We must not derail. We must not change the focus of our people. The Biafran struggle is all about, it's not about money making. The Biafran struggle is about the restoration of Biafra. And all we are doing is to make sure that all those our brothers who have died because of Biafra, that we must restore Biafra for them. For the day. We must restore Biafra for our future generation. And all the prisoners of conscience. Sometimes I do ask them, all of you are running. We know the lawyers who can bring other IPOB members from court. We know those lawyers working for. We know. When people are granted bail, they will send us the document. We know some lawyers who don't even take anything from IPOB. They are bringing IPOB members out. They pay from their pocket. Some of us pay to support. Some of our people, we don't wait for leadership to give us money. Some of us, when we hear some problems in the district, we look for money and send for them. But some have come just to make money from the IPOB struggle, from the movement. That is all they are here for. That's why you see them shouting, that is all what they can say. When they are not getting what they want, they lay it on the name of Chinasa and Nworu. But I know why I am here. I know the reason. If it is not destiny, I will not be here. I believe it's destiny. And I believe many Biafran hardcore you see around the world, they are in this struggle because they are all called. If we were not called, this struggle would have collapsed by now on the rendition of Mazi And that is the greatest nightmare for Nigerian government, that after rendition of Mazi IPOB and ESN is still standing very, very tall. Mazi.
Before we go to the final point, I want to let all and sundry know, even in Biafra land, Radio Biafra London is back on CHK 102.1 in Anambra, in these parts of Anambra and Delta States, Obaru, Onitsha, Awka South, Awka North, Onitsha LDA, Nnewi North, and Asaba. So please, you can call your siblings to tune in all those areas on our FM 102.1 FM. Do not forget that you are listening to an address by Mazi Chinasa Nworu, a member of the VOA Directorate of States of the Indigenous People of Biafra and our GOC in the struggle. Therefore, Mazi, what I want you to also talk about the resolution on the way forward for the Biafra restoration in this new year, because everybody is bracing on the tough days ahead. Please, over to you, Mazi. Please go on.
Mazi, our way forward for this from 15th of December must be. Everybody must be very, very careful. If you are IPOB media warriors, if you are our independent broadcasters on social media, please make sure you get the accurate information before you speak this period we are entering. We need to project the reason for why we are doing what we are doing. We are going to project our cause, especially we are going to focus the international community. We are going to intensify on our diplomatic missions. We are going to intensify on protecting Biafra land from the murderous Fulani herdsmen. We are going to intensify in letting our people the need to return home and invest in their own land. These are assignments. I want Biafrans to know something. What we are doing today have given birth to many things, but most of you, because of your insensitivity, you have not recognized a huge difference IPOB have made. But I'm asking every one of you, do not allow people to take credit of your work. I'm telling you people these things. Do not allow people, always remind them, we are not bragging for anything, but why I'm saying it, you have to be very focused. You might be fighting for the freedom for Biafra, and when it's reaching on the where Biafra will be discussed, the foreign bodies will pick a new set of saboteurs to represent you, so that they will not want the Biafra that will be controlled by IPOB and Mazi Kano. They may want another group of people whom they will be able to play the same neo-colonist card in our territory. So we have to be very strategic. We must intensify on the Twitter campaigns. It's very, very important. It is yielding results, positive results. We must intensify on everything we are doing to focus our attention. We are making new friends internationally. People have gotten the whole idea of what we are fighting for. People have gotten the full information. And we are not going to stop until a referendum will be given to the people of the southeastern region of that contraction called Nigeria, which are Biafra land. As we are moving forward, everybody in Biafra land must be very, very careful. Careful in the sense that do not allow people to come to you in the name of IPOB. Hold your community ransom. People comes to your community, they tell you, we are IPOB, ESA. You see these criminals that you saw parading themselves, call themselves Biafra Liberation Army. Mazi, I will send you the audio of the same criminal who claimed to be a Biafra Liberation Army, threatening somebody, asking him to pay him money that it is ESA commanded. The same criminal. So they come in the public, they tell you they are this. In the back, I will send you the voice message so that some of you, we will make it open. Why they are calling people behind and threatening them. You don't know who I am. I am the Obatosu, the commander of ESN. So how can somebody who comes openly claim to be an army, Biafra Liberation Army or Resistance Army, then in the back when he's calling people, he's calling them, telling them that he is ESN? How can that be? I want every community chief, PGs and traditional rulers. There are people that comes into your community. They claim that they are IPOB. They start to give you people oath. IPOB, we don't give communities oath. We don't do that. They start to give you blood oath. And all of you will not ask, how can a whole community, after 10 years for the restoration of Biafra, we are spreading this message? Some people came in and they giving you blood oath, they are raping your daughters, they are taking your wives, and you cannot open mouth and even ask. Or before you say, wait, who is your leader? I want to know the leadership of this thing. Tell them to call me. I want to hear from the IPOB leadership, the DOS. There are IPOB members. You will not ask them. You go and give them. Become scared, they take over your community. They took over your community. After 1 week, they start to kidnap your daughters. They see those that have beautiful wives, they kill the husband and take their wives. Your community is on the run. They are taking your daughters, they are taking your wives, and you are keeping silent. Instead, you are somewhere talking IPOB. Why you knew they are not IPOB? This is what happened in Arundis. I came here when I was shouting on Radio Biafra, telling you the criminals are relocating from also. Many of them are running because they are having many disagreements. Some are running to Arundizog, or some are running to Kibe. I was shouting it here. Even if people from those areas refuse to listen, until they come into your community and took over your community. Today, most of you say, Nnamdi Kanu, ESN. The way forward from this time is that if anybody come to your community, please, PGs, youth leaders, all of you, do not allow anybody to intimidate you. First, because one thing is this, you accept them, tomorrow they will call you a saboteur and they will kill you. These are the last thing IPOB, ESN can do to anybody. We come to protect. We have not come to destroy. Biafra land wouldn't have been this calm if not ESN. Biafra land, you wouldn't have seen the withdrawal of Fulani herdsmen in our land, because before they came with full speed. If not ESN. Today, most of you can boast of their agricultural produce. Today, most of you can boast about your community, apart from some communities that refuse that ESN we took over. They will go and bring military people. And I want to make this thing very clear. Do not trust these military people, especially the military. Not the police have their own bad side, but you see the military are part of those committing all kinds of heinous crime in our place. They protect the Fulani herdsmen. They follow them. I will make it open in our, especially those people around Umuyochi area. They followed this Fulani herdsmen, go to kidnapping, and they come back to their duty post. We have all their movement. Last time they went into a community, killed 4 people, asked the people in the community, you can tell me the audacity they have for 4 hours, ask people in the community to cook for them, bring food for them. They ate finish, they killed 4 people in that community. And when they are doing all those things, it's just a thrown stone from the military checkpoint that was there. When this operation were going on, the military are nowhere to be found. But after the operation, the military will return back to their duty post. The Nigerian military, especially of the Fulani extractions, they are contributing heavily. We must be very, very careful. And again, there are our people who are part of these people, criminal gangs. There are also the Fulanis who have mastered, they were born in our place. They speak our language. They are also an inroad. They are some of them bringing their brothers to commit with the cooperation of some of our people. They master who to kidnap, who not to kidnap, and the military are part of this criminality. They cannot deny it. They cannot. They are part of this criminality going on in Biafra land. The military and this group of people they call the SWAT or the former defaulted SAS. These two group of people are the biggest criminal in Biafra land. These two group of security outfit. We call our people to be cautious. Do not trust them. Make sure you don't open up and trust these criminals in the military uniform. In as much as we are not saying all of them are, but there are those, the bad eggs. They protect the Fulani criminals. They do operations with them. Even in law Panther axis that they go to operation, hand over the kidnapped victim to the military to keep in their base. When they are paid, then that is why sometimes the kidnapped victim, you can look for it. Look for him in all the bushes. You will never find them. They kept them in a safe haven inside some military district. They kept them there. And for you, it looks like people they defend. No, these are people kidnapped. Negotiation is going on their head. This is what they are doing in our land. And every one of us must be very careful. Another issue I want to talk is also those. Our HOD inquiry lines are open. Most of those who are calling police, who, if you have a land dispute with somebody, HOD mentioned this in his last broadcast, and I want to also mention it. Makachineke, who have a big problem with anybody that they reported to us. You have a business deal with your brother, with your friend. You have a land dispute with your brother, with your friend, or in your family. You feel the only thing you can do to him is to go to the police and claim this guy is an ESN, is supporting IPOB. The next thing they will do, they come and carry him. They come and pick him up, move him to Abuja. Many people that have been picking in that way, they are not alive today. Because you feel that is what, and I am calling all Biafrans this evening. If anybody eventually wrote a petition against you because of family land, because of business dealings, because of anything, no matter IPOB, ESN, we don't handle such cases. If you have issue with a business partner, settle it out on a business level. If you have issue as anything, settle it out. Do not bring IPOB inside it, because this way forward we have taken enough. And if we get the report, anybody they say you wrote a petition against somebody, I swear to Chukwokika Diama, ESN will look for you, because in one way you are tarnishing the image of ESN. We will look for you and we will hunt you down. I'm making it very, very clear. Remove IPOB in your and ESN in your business dealings, in your land disputes, in your community fight. Remove IPOB from inside and remove ESN. Our mission is very clear. We have come for the restoration of Biafra, to restore our land, to restore our dignity. That is what we have come for. We have not come for land dispute. And also, Biafrans, all those saboteurs whom are being planted in diaspora to disrupt IPOB activities, to sabotage what we are doing, it is time this year we will teach them a lesson they will never believe. It is time, since they want blood for blood, we will do it one time. Everybody have blood. Everybody blood runs in your vein. Because before we enter the stage we are entering, we must clear some of these stupid people from our path. Every one of you saw. You saw the Igbo Nigerian that hanged himself in Malaysia. I think most of you saw it on the social media. He hanged himself in a ceiling in Malaysia. You people, most of you do not know what happened to that guy. This particular guy that hanged himself in Malaysia has been tormenting IPOB family in Malaysia. He is a one Igbo Nigerianist. He threatens, even 3 weeks ago, before he hanged himself, he came to an IPOB venue where they are having meeting, and he's doing his IPOB. Tell them he will deport every one of them. He bragged for them what he will do to them. He told them this place they are having meeting, they will never have meeting here again. The people they fight for us. It did him nothing. We are fighting for the restoration of Biafra. What happened to him? 3 weeks after he came to our venue to disrupt our meeting, he hanged himself in a foreign land. They don't say, oh, IPOB killed him. No, we didn't kill him. The police checked, they made everything, they found out he hanged himself. Allah Biafra. Few days ago, you saw the criminal they call, I don't know what they call him in Imo State, that was killed. This guy is involving, he is an Eperima gang, involved in kidnapping, killing people, having their cars. When people confronted him of his criminality and he was attacked, there were some people they captured, the security agencies caught. And when those police they caught and called his name, this guy, knowing that where does IPOB comes in? Where does IPOB leadership comes in? He called his Eperima group. He told them that IPOB leadership have come to kill him because he's fighting for freedom. He made voice messages, tell them that IPOB, it is IPOB leadership, Chinasa, Nworu, and the chief, they doesn't have come. They send people to come and a kidnapper. He was looking, he's into crime, he's looking for them to accept him. See him, he was later killed. Remove the name of IPOB because he had maybe him more. Remove the name of IPOB from whatever rubbish you are doing. I have been shouting this thing on Radio Biafra. IPOB was formed for a purpose. The Eastern Security Network was formed for a purpose. None of us, we are not criminals. You know some of you know our families. We have no criminals in our history. We have lived in diaspora. They haven't been detained for any criminal activities. Likewise, millions of Biafra, thousands of Biafra living around the world. We have no criminal records. How come we come to set up a criminal group? How come we will associate ourselves with criminals when our objectives, our missions are very clear? I want to tell everybody from now onward, for some of you threatening IPOB members, we they bite. If you don't know, we they bite. We don't only back, we bite. Take this, and I know Nigerian government is listening. For many of you that is doing everything you're doing, we are already in exile. You threaten IPOB members, you threaten our families, you are talking on social media, you are doing this, you are talking, you are doing this, you say you will do. IPOB they bite. We know they back only, they bite also. I'm just saying this thing so that everybody will know. And come this forward, we are not going to back much, we will bite you. Let me leave it here, Mazi Chinedu. Very much.
Well, Mazi, finally, as you say, this will be maybe the shortest program being held by you. I want you to please, before you go on into conclusion, you tell Biafrans and lovers of freedom and everyone listening, what is the state of, or the state and morale of ESN in this, the 3rd anniversary of Eastern Security Network? What is the state of their morale, and about the very hard days and tasks ahead. Mazi, please. Then you continue towards your conclusion. If you have pronouncements to make, please.
Mazi, that's a very interesting question. I didn't expect this, but it's a very interesting one. Mazi, they say seeing is believing. Mazi, the Eastern Security Network, you know, that we have grown from difficulties makes people strong. Everybody's supposed to know that the Eastern Security Network was formed just 6 months, and the founder of Eastern Security Network, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, was rendition. So it was just like a baby born. After 6 months, the mother, you know, died. You know what it means. It's a very difficult mission. It's very, very difficult, especially when such things happen. We saw how the Nigerian government sponsored agents descended on. You know, to my greatest surprise, I saw criminals. People I wish I would have met them face to face, let them talk in my face and say it in my face that they know about ESN. I wish I wanted to have that experience. Most of us in the leadership of IPOB, we wanted this experience so that people will sit down. And I hope Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you know, where as he is there, he heard. I hope they tell him this, that ESN after 6 months. And I will say something before that time. You know, sometimes everything that we're supposed to do, there is a confirmed information. People, it was after the rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that somebody was saying it to somebody that when ESN, that as soon as ESN will be formed, because it seems like the person was having a little idea about ESN, he said as soon as ESN will be formed, and I'm not going to call the person, but he's very sensitive. He said immediately ESN will be formed, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be taken out, other people will take it over. Somebody close to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I was shocked, and that was what played out immediately. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was renditioned. You see a woman, one year calabu, they call Uyibo and this thing, came out to claim ESN. Something Mazi Nnamdi Kanu formed with IPOB worldwide, with men that matters. A woman in America call herself Uyibo. Umadaka and Koshia from everywhere. They came out talking rubbish on social media, making caricature of the movement. Look at them. Where are they today, Mazi? Where are these Umadaka today in America? Where is Mrs. Bridget? Mrs. Bridget is a commander. Nelly is a commander. And Oyibo is they are owners of ESN. I'm asking people, where are these people today? I'm not talking about the criminal in Finland. Where are they? Our people, many criminals like them bought into the idea. And where are they? They have all killed all of them. All of them have fallen. All the people that followed them, they have killed every one of them. The worst that can happen, ESN operated, and they say the ESN or this, they came to your home, maybe on when it's on pass, and kidnapped you. That is the worst that can happen. That is the worst. But not killings. Because people have been trained and they have mastered, do you understand me? Mastered how to survive. Mazi, irrespective of the shortcomings, ill-funded, this thing, ESN remains in high spirit. They remain in high spirit. And I can tell you that. And on this 12th and 3rd anniversary, we are in a stage, our 3rd anniversary spelled out something. Because of too many saboteurs, because of too many infiltrators, because of, if we do not trust you very well, if we feel you are part of those in the city gossiping, you will not become part of this 3rd anniversary. It's very simple. We did not allow everybody to be part. We make sure we brought the people their morale is very high. We make sure we brought the people that their spirit is very high. And these are the people we used in celebration of our 3rd anniversary. These are rugged men who are highly dedicated in what we are doing. I am not going to say what, like I said before, in the coming days, most of you will see if the ESN are in high morale or in the low morale in the coming days. Because we don't lie. We don't need to say something to impress you. What we have, we tell you this is what we have. Let me tell you, the president of Uganda, Museveni, he conquered Uganda by only his brothers and his cousins, 7 in number. He started the revolution in Uganda. I mean, General Museveni, 7. He have 2 brothers and 5 cousins. They raised arms against Uganda, and they marched from their village towards their district to their province and head straight to Etebe. Today, he's been in the government for many years. Formation of ESN was the time they brought people. The weak ones have fallen apart, while the men who will deliver the nation are completely intact. And in the coming days, Biafrans will know. If men are on ground, we don't talk, we don't boast, but we know. What you know the foundation, you know the foundation. People that don't know anything about, they don't even know how the name Eastern Security Network came about. They don't know anything about it. They are the ones coming and data ESN. They even some put their name, cast their name into. When I look at these things, I say these people are born criminals. Born criminals, and I will never forgive them. I will never forgive them. Some things I kept silent because Mazi is still in detention. I kept silent. You see this Omadaka, all these women in America who have caused heavy damage. These women are agent provocateurs. They try to sabotage this struggle by any means. Mazi, have you people forgotten? Have you forgotten what Nelly and the Oyibo did? Have all of you forgotten? Have we forgotten so fast? What they did was enough to demoralize our men. Let me tell you something. It was a calculated attempt to destroy IPOB leadership and Chinasa. Ask yourself, Why every day they are shouting, Chinasa, Nworu, DOS, Benjamin Madubugo, everybody, the people that don't even respond to them. I want to know. After 2 years and 6 months, what did they achieve? What did they achieve? Those who were greedy enough followed them, and most of them are dead today. That not all of them, they will not tell you, all have been killed, that they push into criminality. Calculate all of them. All of them, they have been killed. Lepe Bridget gave a position where to rally women. And for how many months, Onyendu government edition, she now come and throw vote and become he said now they are the Directorate of Ministry. They are now in charge. Every one of you, have you forgotten they make a vote of no confidence against the IPOB leadership? Those things to demoralize the ESN. Have you people forgotten the sibling of Mazi Kalunta was everywhere campaigning how Chinasa, Nworu and Chike took 600,000 of IPO money in America, which we don't know that exists. This is to demoralize. They are making voice messages. They are sending messages to some of the people that they knew on ground and telling them that Chinasa, Nworu and Chike have stolen IPOB money. If they need anything, they should come to them and they request for anything they need. Kalunta. And they ask, if you know any ESM officer, ask him, is Kalunta part of the ESM project? If you know, is Kalunta from the time of is there anywhere they found Kalunta in this project of the Eastern Security Network? And ask the men, when you are preparing for ESM, when your uniforms, ask them, is there anybody called Simon Iba in the picture of this movement? Ask the men, in the formation of ESN, is there anybody called Oyibo or Oneli? Ask them. In the formation of this movement. Ask the men on ground, is there anybody, even in their dream? By all these Eberima people. No. But the moment Mazi was renditioned, they jump. Everybody jump. The siblings jump. This Eberima jump. The women in America, they jump. Everybody is dragging the soul of ESN and IPOB. Every one of them was dragging. All of them, they came to their platform. They do anything they want. They make everything they want. Everybody, even World Igbo Congress went there to attack the IPOB leadership. World Igbo Congress, their PRO was there. World Igbo Congress and Ohaneze is an official platform by the British slave masters and the Nigerian government to make sure the Igbo land is continually destabilized. If they doubt me, if they argue what I say, let them show me one thing. Every day, World Igbo Congress, or every year, they celebrate here in America, they gather and soon they all grow old, and other people will take over. Tell me what they have done. Nothing. Organize it. Nothing. If they come in the public, they talk, they go in the back, they do evil to destroy the struggle. All these things, Mazi, if it is not the grace of Chukwuka Abiyama, and that the ESN is a divine project like IPOB, ESN will not be existing today. The siblings of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did everything possible to destroy ESN because ESN was not in their hand. They did everything, and I can say it on this place. On many occasions, when they seize fund from IPOB, when they post the fund from IPOB, Do you know what they did? Do you know what all these agents, they know what they happened? We got a message that there is no more money to give these people. We should take ESL and hand over to the governors. I can tell you people, even a speaker contacted IPOB leadership asking them that now that Mazi is in detention, that we don't have money to feed those people, that what he wants is let us hand over, let them recruit them as state vigilante and start paying them. A speaker of the house of a state to make this move towards the leadership of IPOB. Another person, there is a group also in another state. He told them that they will pay them. No need, this thing they are doing, they should leave it. Biafra is not in Canada, is in detention. He started giving them, in that December 2021, that December, he dashed all of them bags of rice. The normal officers started 30,000, some 50,000. He told them he will be paying them. They should forget about ESN, that Nnamdi Kanu is already in detention, so better than many of them switch. And today in that state, ESN have grown to become one of the most fearless and tactical ESN squad we have. You will expect most of them. And some of these people were loyal to the brother of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are the people that they run. It's a Mazi Nnamdi Kanu brother. These people, they were paying them money. And we kick their ass out of what we are doing. And today, because IPOB leadership was behind the formation of ESN, that is why we could be able to restore the soul of Eastern Security Network and IPOB families worldwide, because we know we have the code. And I thank every IPOB member. I thank IPOB Europe. I'm saying it on radio. The indigenous people of Biafra in Europe, from my deepest heart, I thank every one of you, all the coordinators. You are the reason Eastern Security remain very, very strong. Doesn't mean other this, but I mean this is the heart. And all the IPOB members worldwide, even the IPOB members in America, the little that remain in America have done a very great job. In Canada, in Asia, Middle East, they understood the importance of making sure that Eastern Security Network remains. They supported, Asia supported in different ways. Australia, when men were going naked in the bush, men who were having businesses, when they frozen every account, nothing to, I will say something, I will not say it, it's only when Onyendu come out. And I will ask Onyendu that question. Who gave the authorization to start fund against ESN? Who gave this authorization? And when fund was started, only messages was going. Hey, Chinasa, they have eaten your money. If you need anything, come to me. We will solve it for you. You know what that thing means. They turn around again. They started when that one was not working. When things look stable, they turn around again. They said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu bought which weapon? He bought weapon of $1 million. Hand over to Chinasa, Nworu and Benjamin Madibu. Two of them sold it. That was another propaganda they used against the men in Biafra land. The Mazi Nnamdi Kanu bought arms to defend. Where did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu bought the arms? They didn't buy anything. We didn't see. There is no talk of that nature. Wherever the brothers brought this kind of topic, we don't know. is to blackmail and destroy the Eastern Security Network. But one thing, I'll engage because the same Eastern Security Network will do marvelous job, chase Fulani. Some of them will use it to go and take money from people. Allah Biafra le Ishina. One watching us a Nworu. May Chukwu Kikadiama protect those men. Many of them are living in the bush for 3 years now. Some of them, their wives have left them. Some of them, their wives have abandoned them. And the people want to play with the life of these men. I, Chinasa, Nworu, and other members who are managing this struggle in the absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we shall never allow this structure. The IPOB members around the world who are doing laboring work, doing all job around the world, contributing money to make sure this struggle goes to the final conclusion. We shall never disappoint you people. We shall never allow this your effort. Most of you, it is winter in Europe. All of you are working. If they call for support, you are supporting. In America, in Europe, many in Asia, everywhere, people doing labor construction job to support this noble movement. We bless every one of you. And those who want to destroy this struggle because of their own selfishness, their greed, pay them back in their own coin. Mazi, I will stop here so that we will come to final conclusion. Nworu Mazi.
Nworu Mazi. In this struggle, we are seeing it every day. What is happening? Mazi, honestly speaking, as you said, if you are not called for this journey, you will be discouraged and frustrated, and that is what the enemy wants us to do. So I will like you to continue towards the conclusion of this program by addressing Biafrans and giving information if there is any that we should know, because we are towards the end of the year. Mazi, please go on towards the conclusion. There we
Mazi, to this end, I have said already the areas they have to be very careful. This time around, we wish every Biafran a happy Christmas holiday for those who are celebrating. But for IPOB members, we do not have Christmas this year. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not coming out, we are not celebrating any Christmas. Besides, Biafrans and all the lovers of freedom, have hope. There is light at the end of this tunnel. As we are entering this new year, events will speak for themselves. Actions will speak louder. Our voices will be heard. And the help will come to us. That is all I have to tell you people this evening. May Chukwu bless every one of you. I remain Mazi Chinasa Nworu, the servant of the indigenous people of Biafra. I serve you in the Directorate of State. Nworu
Mazi, and we have come to the end of the program because there will be no opening lines, please. Biafrans and lovers of freedom, we must continue, because if we stop, we perish. We have no back to go. We only have one-way traffic. Thank you for listening. From me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, together with Mazi Chinasa Nworu, it is simply good evening.
Lent exclusive.
If it's not for IP, only tell me where do I go? If not for ESL, where do we stay? If not for IP, only tell me where do I go? If not for ESL, where do we stay? IPOB, thank you. Thank you. ESL, thank you. IPOB, thank you. ESL, thank you.
ESN is chasing away criminals in our land, in Biafra land.
Before we were truly messed up, but right now we are fully secure. We cannot talk how we feel about the things you do if you love.
While we're struggling to stand for our rights, we say thank you for protecting Biafra land.
Yeah, you've been fighting so hard, protecting more than land against the Fulani's enemies of Biafra land.
They are the soldiers that we know, brothers of God and keep us safe.
If it's not for IPOB, tell me where do I go? If not for ESN, where do we stay? If not for IPOB, tell me where do I go? If not for ESN, where do we stay? IPOB, thank you.
Thank you, ESN.
Thank you, IPOB.
We say
Thank you, ESN. Thank you.
I say never slow down until our enemies are all down. Yeah, you've been the power I can rely on. That is a fact that I can't deny.
Champion soldiers fighting stronger and protecting lives. The pain you feel today will gain the joy you feel tomorrow.
We say yes to you, yes, like every day. Cause if it's not for
IPOB, tell me where do I go? If not for ESN, where do we stay? If not for IPOB, tell me where do I go? If not for ESN, where do we stay? IPOB, thank you. ESN, thank you. IPOB, thank you. ESN, thank you.
we are grateful to God for ESN, progress to the tables. Thank you.
Oh yes.